Hey guys, so today we're actually going to be doing a live stream for Langrisser as opposed to doing it straight up onto YouTube. The plan is, um, what I want to do, what I'm probably going to do, standard 2-hour stream as I've been doing as normal, and then I'll break this video down onto YouTube into a couple of videos so it's the same length as my usual videos are for Langrisser, well, for Apex Arena. Obviously it doesn't go live till 9, so a couple of minutes left before we can actually start doing it. But yeah, as of tomorrow as well, we will have the Space Time Merchant patrolling, so that'll be something good to look for. I've made a small change to my party again, and what I've done, because the mercenaries weren't too great, I'm now bringing Yulia. Because I had that item drop for her, the weapon, I can now use her again. So I've leveled up that, and I plan on bringing her just because of the Luna worked last week. So I thought, right, I'll bring her again this week. And because I'm bringing her again this week, obviously Yulia works with. Unfortunately, she's the only faction buffer for Yulia in my group. But worst case scenario, I do have Gospel on both Rachel and Deedlit now. I have committed and put the runestones into Rachel, so my Rachel's got a little bit more stats. That being said, we are now live and good to go. So let's hop straight into it, and we will dive straight in. As you can see, I'm 1645. I can't remember how far that was from where I last left off. Last weekend, I really didn't play too many games. I just got my win, and then that was it. So, ban the healer first versus 2 tanks and 2 healers himself. So, I'm going to let him decide whether he wants a healer or a tank. I'm just going to get rid of Zoraida. Now, luckily, because my team consists of a lot of pseudo healers like Yulia, Rachel, Deedly, I do not mind as much losing double healer. Now this guy over, obviously he's only got the Rachel, and the Rachel has no synergy with anyone else in the party. Now that Landis is gone. He still does actually have Landis. So I think Deedlit's going to be my priority here, because I think Deedlit's got the better heal between Deedlit and Rachel. And it's not going to hurt now for me to bring Luna, Clarette, and basically 3 flyers now on top of this. I think I should be good if I can get them. So you banned 2 of my flyers already. That being said, I'm still going to opt to take Luna, because if I can get my Luna, I'll have faction buff for Dealit, faction buff for Yulia if she survives here, and then faction buff for herself, obviously. So at least my characters will have faction buffs. So you're going for glory. And who do we not want? Let's get rid of those two. Let's get rid of these harder hitters. I'm hoping this is a Lance win, just because then Dealer has a bit of an easier time against them. And from here, I do want to try and get rid of these characters that have a bit more range. So I'm probably going to go for these two next. I'm a little wary of, obviously, young Jessica, because she does have quite a bit of range herself. That being said, so yeah, let's get rid of those two. Now, let's see. No, I'm going to stick to what I said. Go for Yulia, just because Yulia's got that little bit of longevity that he has to chip at her before actually killing her. So, other than Rainforce and Bozor, which I think those would be my next two targets I'm probably going to aim for. Saying that, I think my opponent's even timed out. I will actually play. Oh no, he hasn't. So he's took Rachel. So I'd rather not have to deal with 2 tanks, and I'd rather not have to deal with Bozor. I'm not entirely sure how good Rainforce is now. His 3 costs 8, so this is a full chance on me. No, I will bring Rachel over myself. So yeah, I imagine it's going to be Rainforce, because Rainforce can dot. Yeah, I thought it would be. I thought it'd bring the Rainforce, because Rainforce can dot up the Yulia. That being said, one thing I still need to do on my Yulia is actually unlock her to get the 6 skills. Now, while Yulia does like having the healing, being able to have the range attack, I am going to bring Holy Justice, just because I want to try and get in the range against Leading. In fact, I think what I'm going to do as well is swap to Masked Maids. Because if these are both Lancers, yeah. Because if these are both have Lancers on them, at least having a sword should help that little bit more. So yeah, I'm bringing the other 2 cost high cooldown skill for Yulia, just because I want to strip Leading of everything. I don't want to risk having to deal with Leading having 50 buffs. So, just slowly move up now. And I will, yeah, just slowly move up.
準備完了。
あ
剣はどこを指していますか？行動スタート。まったくもうちょっとしっかりしてよ。
so I will. What did he bring with Rachel? Single targets, perfect. So because you brought single targets, that puts Yulia at safer. And yep, Lancer, full Lancer, perfect. Let's just gospel Landius for the sake of it. And then I will so he's not brought faction buff. I'm just gonna play it slow, I guess. No, I'm not quite sure why, but I do seem to keep dropping frames. So let's move Landis. Now if we go in, that hits everyone, but there's no need to push just yet. So does she ignore guard? But I can't remember. Just let's bring Yulia up slowly. So 1, 2. I've only get one space back. So So I'm hoping, well, what's I'm hoping? The way my opponent's playing, he does seem to be playing quite slow. Not quite sure. Well, I do know why he's holding back. So,
みんなの足手まといにはならないわ。
what I can do here now is dot these two up.
いいわよ。
And because of how good deal it is, I will switch it. I'll make deal it run in now. And I'll have deal it either finish off lead in.
みんなの足手まといにはならない。
I'm going saying that.
見る目はあるわね。
Who do I think will do a better job?
準備はできてるわ。
So lead in will do.
みんなの足手まといにはならないわ。まったくもう。もうちょっとしっかりしてよ。
So this might be a waste,
私を信じて。
but just want to get as much damage.
まったくもう。もうちょっとしっかりしてよ。
Yeah, so one down. Now, obviously, it does open up to the counter kill on Deedley with his potential. Well, I don't know if that no Rainforce can't reach. Has he got his free cost? That is the free cost. Yeah. So I imagine that he's going to try coming in with Rainforce, I guess, first, because as it stands, Illustrial doesn't really do much. And so one, two, three. I do also now have the range with Luna to attack everyone on his side. Well, I say everyone. These two. Now, again, my opponent does just seem to be going slow. I'm not quite sure why. So yeah, he's just gone for the. Obviously, he can run around now, but I'm pretty sure 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so
みんなの足手まといに行動スタート。みんな、もっと頑張れ。行動スタート。私がね、行動スタート。
I am just going to charge in now. I don't feel like with what my opponent's got left, he has enough gas in the tank
行動スタート。
to deal. So you're going to be super tanky. So if I've just killed my Luna just by charging her in, with what's left, I'm pretty confident that actually the characters I've got will be able to
準備はでき。
close the game out for me. Pardon me. And then I can now just bring Deedlit back and Gospel Landis again. Thankfully, my Rachel's Breeze did actually trigger, so my Rachel can get in to start burning down his characters. Like, I literally don't have to do anything here. Obviously, having the character advantage, my opponent's got to move first, and there you go. So, my Rachel can now come in. In fact, that's perfect, because now I can kill off the Rachel. And despite the Elwyn being Lancer, I don't think he's going to do too much damage to Landius. Even if he Sword Souls, like as it currently stands, so yeah, he barely touched the soldiers. Obviously, he's healed back up, all that jazz, but I can literally, yeah, just outgroin. I say outgroin, out damage. So, first match, first win. I'm happy with that. So, let's get straight into the next. Well, that is exactly straight into the next one. Perfect. This is what I want, to go as quick as possible while I can. Now, I'm not entirely sure if there's something wrong with Twitch. As I said, I do keep dropping frames, I do keep getting little notifications, so I'm sorry if the quality of the stream's not perfect. Unfortunately, I don't think it's anything that I can control, so that's something I didn't want to say. However, I'm still going to ban a DPS, and I think what I'd rather do here is secure a faction buffer than secure the tank. I know Juggler's going to go, it's just that simple, but I do have two strong Meteor characters to go alongside Zeroid and A. So I'm hoping that even if we go down this route, so yeah, or imagine I'm going to be in a position that my opponent was in last match, where I'm going to be the one on the back foot to start off with, and I'm going to have to take all the DPS. So my opponent's took a tank, Perfect. So let's get rid of those two. Now I'm getting rid of these two healers, although I know it does leave him to take close. I'm more concerned of a lead-in backed by healing. I was going to say healing light. Tiaris. It is healing. Tiaris's passive, because if the lead-in survives just on an ounce, that's it. It's just going to come back and smack me silly. So, rather not risky. Ideally now, I want to get Claret. Not Claret. Oh, there you go. Both have gone. Those are the two characters that we'll do in my next picks. So, what I need to do here is try and play this tactfully. And I do want to get rid of Close if he doesn't pick her. I'm even to an ex. No, he has picked up. Now, the reason why I want to get rid of Close because Listel's still up for me. So, with Listel still being up. So, I don't. That's going to force faction buff. So, I'm just going to ban what I consider strong DPS. And next I'll take Luna. I'm surprised they didn't get rid of a healer for me, knowing that I've only got 2 healers left. But other than that, like, yeah, like realistically, it's a bit weird because actually, there you go, there's 2 characters gone that I would be picking. Now, I don't want to get trapped into taking a character that I don't want. Unfortunately, I have 3, well, I say 3, 2 characters, but I definitely don't want. So, no sprint speed, no sprint speed. I have a feel. See, it's not so bad actually because Rachel does have gospel. I forgot, well, gospel than Rachel. So, I'm going to bring Tiaris. I'd rather not risk it at the moment and not having a healer. So, I'm going to take my healer. So, yeah, in this situation, obviously, I'm not quite sure why he banned Leonhardt, because Leonhardt doesn't have nothing to work with. But, so there's still potential Matthew can carry sprint as well. Matthew does fall under faction buff, but I don't want to get AoE'd. Or do I? No, I don't want to get AoE'd down. Let's do this. Hopefully he doesn't bring Juggler. I would rather, yeah, I was gonna say, I'd rather he brought the Matthew. So, this is going to be a very grindy game for me. I've met the most of my characters. So I'm going to... No. I could... Yeah, I am going to bring faction buff over Alizard, I think. So... And I'm also going to bring Backstab. And I'm bringing Backstab just because I want to... Again, I'm going to take off the AoE damage. And I do want to try and have a bit more control in this game. And you can go for you. So, in this situation, I'm hoping that works out a bit better. Claret should have her standard skills. Yep, she has. So everyone seems to have the standard skills. Yeah, cool. Hopefully this setup works, and hopefully I can win another match. I believe if I do win this one, it's going to be a PB for me, I think. Definitely for this season anyway. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a PB as well. So he has got the sprint, so... 1, 2, 3. And how much does sprint give? 1, so... 1, 2, 3. Let's put Claret there first, now that everything's out of range. So has he gone for Pro Tag? Yes, he's gone for Pro Tag over... That's interesting. So yeah, I haven't got to worry too much about Legend taking reduced damage on the character to attack because he's not brought Legend's faction buff in. Again, what's he brought on? So close, he's brought Abbott and Phalanx. So he's gone more defensive on the close. I think Zealots are better if you've got them started up, but obviously not everyone can have all troops done. Like myself, I'm exactly the same. I've only got a good couple of sets of troops. So because there's no act agains as well. One, two, three. So you can attack there. Now, because not Claret, sorry. Yeah, no, Claret, because Claret's got a second faction buffer, I am going to try and bait this Leon. If this Leon comes and attacks Luna, he can't get back out of range. So. But now, Claret. Yeah, thought as much. So, if he comes right in now, I can heal back up. So, it might seem weird that I've just traded for the Leon, but because the Leon's got the distance that he has, Leon's the one that I'm most afraid of. Nothing else can get into range with me now. So, I can literally just pick this Leon off, especially because he's not got not angels. Is it angels? Yeah, he's not got angels on, so I imagine Rachel's going to go straight through him. So yeah, even without faction buff, Rachel went straight through him. Done the job. So now he's back to having low mobility characters bar Matthew. So Matthew's got to get into range if he can. So,
行きますよ
as it stands,
みんなの足手まといにはならない本当に
I can
早く
literally. Can I get back out?
どこに遊びに行くの
Let's see.
どこに遊びに行くの
Right. It seems weird that I'm taking trades like this, but if I can pick off the characters that I think are key to his team, then I think I'm going to come off better. Now, the only thing I'm a bit concerned on right now is I don't think Zoraida has it in her to kill Elwyn, so I'm going to have to play it safe and hope that Rachel can get the job done there. But as mentioned, because my opponent now every step of the way has to come to me, I can play this quite safe. So realistically, I need Rachel to deal with Elwyn, and I'm going to need Zoraida to deal with everyone else. Because Matthew's defense isn't that great, but he does have angels, and then, as you can see, it's neither here nor there with
みんなの足手まといにはならない準備はできてるわ
that being said, I wonder if
みんなの足手まといにはならないわ
so Rachel can gospel herself.
試してみる
If I get a breeze trigger, I'm over the moon. I didn't. So yeah, so my opponent's now just backing off. So what I can do here is just take centre stage. Because of the way the kills have worked as well, my opponent's now going first. So my opponent's got to make the move of giving me someone to attack. I believe his fixed damage runs off as well this turn. Yep, so all these characters lose the fixed damage immunity. And when does this come back up? 3 rounds. And it lasts for 2 turns. So, as it stands, I think I'm sitting pretty good at the minute. As I said, it just depends whether... What I need, ideally, is a breeze to proc on Rachel. If breeze procs on Rachel, I'm chasing down. So, never mind, my opponent's planning to do the same. No.
みんなの足手まとい本当に
I am going to risk it. I'm not exactly entitled. I don't think my Zoraida can do it, but I'm going to make my opponent think that's going to be the play that I'm going for. What I'm actually probably going to do is just back Zoraida down one spot. So he didn't bring close into range. Oh no. Oh. And then I am just going to park on the bush. Again, I have just 3 Zoraida to the wolves. I am hoping she can actually survive. And Matthew. Wait, what? Okay. Obviously he's going to get a second attack on her, but that was quite interesting that he decided to do it that way. Breeze. Perfect, that's it. He's now got to watch where he positions. Granted, I'm not going to push in this turn, and he should know that because, well, I can't. I've got no gospel. But what I'm scared of, actually, is my opponent come... No, so he can't... With a breeze, he gets +2. So, 1, 2. I should still be safe there. If I'm not, it's my own fault. So I didn't get a breeze, but it is getting to the point now where my opponent's got to slowly come in. I miscounted steps. Nuts. Now, my opponent probably realised this is this, and he's going for... Yeah, so... Oh! What do I get? What do I get? No. So... I've lost this one, however, I'm still going to see if I can, annoy, when I say annoy my opponent, I guess. No, I'm going to see what goes on next turn. Yeah, that was my own fault. I'm moving my Rachel too close. I should have won that. Like, that was just a stupid loss on my behalf. Not paying attention, basically. It's a shame, but I'll learn. So this is a more standard box of what I'm playing against. So there's no claret, so let's ban. See, he's only got Zoraida and you, hey for that. So let's get rid of Ares, because Ares is a bit disruptive. Well, he doesn't do much on his own. With what this box has, it does slightly concern me with the Ares getting people where I don't want them to be. So he's also running 1, 2. He's only running 3 healers as standard. So what I can do here is ban a healer and a DPS if he takes the tank. If not, I can ban both tanks. I imagine my opponent is going to take Landius because the box that he's running. So let's ban stuff that Landius works with. And Mystery Knight. I don't want to have to deal. So Claret's gone on the second Angelina. I don't really want to have to deal with Mystery Knight. So now my opponent needs to decide if he's. So my opponent's sticking with just banning DPS. Okay, so he's made that choice. There's a Rider and Basil now. Still got Juggler in my box though. So go Zoraida and Listel, and then I will take my own Listel. It's very rare I get to pick an A, but I'm at the point now with this box where, obviously keeping on theme with Yellow Legends, I've still got 3 healers. Still got 3 healers. So yeah, you can go and you can go. Actually, that's the faction buff. Then both of them are gospel. I'm going to get rid of Rachel, not because I think Rachel's better than Deedlit. I just think if Rachel can bring gospel for free because Landi's buffing her, it means Deedlit has to play without a faction buff too. So there's a sacrifice my opponent has to make if he wants to use gospel with Deedlit. And now I get to pick a healer. Oops. So don't want Basil. Not Basil, sorry. Juggler. I don't want Juggler because Juggler's going to counterproduct these two. And let's get rid of. Yeah, let's get rid of Hey. So then it's more like what 3-ish kind of healers my opponent's having to use. Now I am going to bring Tiaris again. Although she's off faction, I just prefer having the utility that she brings. That being said, I am going to swap those over. As much as I'd like Attack Blessing, because there's a Basil, I think Mass Heal is going to be more important. Gospel, Heal, Ram. No. I think I'm going to bring Alternate. And the reason I'm going to bring the Alternate is so then I can pull Listel forward while I'm at it. So then hopefully I can just follow everything up with a bit of devastation, I guess. So just let's check the land, yeah. 1080. Mine's a little bit better. 1566. Mine's just a little bit better. Although I think his troops no, my troops. So my land this is a little bit better than his. So 6-star Yulia. Cool. So let's just move Listel up. after this, then I'm just gonna take a short break, make myself a fresh drink and stuff, and then that way I'll have a clear divide point where I can do the break for YouTube videos as well. So then, as I said, because I plan on uploading these into YouTube segments, it just makes a cleaner cut. So, I've got the massive range that I want. Now, ironically enough, I don't want to finger, well, Reaper's Touch. Leona, I actually want to get it on Julia. So if I can get it on Julia, so I don't want to get, who don't I want silenced? That's a stupid question. Yeah, sorry. Who don't I want silenced? I don't want my healer silenced then, so I'm going to save the gospel and bring the lit up last to give gospel onto Tiaris. Then that way, at least Tiaris can then buff everyone back up. Well, remove debuffs from everyone. Now, unfortunately for me, because my opponent's got a Liana, he gets a free act again. Because going second, it won't alternate the turns. But what I will be able to do is with Angelina, I can bring her to here. Well, I think it's here I can bring her to. Drag Listel up, swap, move back up, sprint, and then I can push his characters up. Now, I imagine he parked his Landius there purposely, thinking I wouldn't be able to push him back. Because of the breeze trigger and just the general amount of movement Angelina has, I can actually go from below or top as well. And they will actually be able to act again. So my opponent didn't act again, so what I am going to do oh, okay, so she doesn't have the range. Okay, so I will push this way. And then I can just safely retreat off. Seems a bit of a waste. No, I am going to retreat off. I'd rather not risk diving in, if I'm honest. There's no need to, so why risk it? Even though the D-Lit's throws, it doesn't matter. Liana would dispel the 1 debuff whenever she takes her action, so it's not the be all or end all. Now what I do want is Basil to come in and do something about. Even then, I can't imagine. So yeah, here we go, heal. This will take the freeze off. Now I've moved on to the defensive terrain. Just because Yulia can use her discipline at 2 range to try and get me. Again, if Yulia comes in, I'm not overly fussed. I will just try and burn her down with both D-Lit and Landius, as opposed to faction buffing, because Landius can move up a spot attack, D-Lit can come down attack. So no. This will be interesting to see if he does attack with Yulia now. Just because Yulia can lock Landius in spot. Now he hasn't got his act again for the turn as well. It does mean as if I can get Angelina to play some silly shenanigans with Listel to get him into a better position, he's got to play around the blood dance. Obviously, unless everyone he play, all these characters have immunity. Does he want to waste his D-Lit? That is the question. So D-Lit's coming in. And now I plan on doing the same. So first blood. Luckily, Listel is in range of Yulia now as well. So actually, this shouldn't matter. What significant damage? Yes. No one actually got silenced, so I'm going to miracle up. I know it doesn't stack with Sea of Miracles, but I do want the damage reduction. So, how close can... While I did admittedly say I did want to get Reaper's Touch on Yulia first, this is going to stop Liana coming in and getting heals on both of these. Now, what I can do here is literally just heal Landis back up. While my Landis has lost a life. Oh, wait, no, I can't heal Landis back up. Oops. Landis can't guard, so Yuli's got a free shot on someone. So then I will just gospel Daedalic back up. So yeah, he's run off because he wants to heal back his Yulia, because otherwise Yulia doesn't have her skill to do what she needs to do. But by using the act again, it's going to allow me to wrap around with Listel and so Listel can wrap around. Well, I imagine Yuli's immune to fixed damage. In fact, he could have. So yeah. It now kind of means he's got to move everyone first, and Landius needs to get in range of Bozel, otherwise Bozel isn't in guard range. So he's doing that with Bozel. And I am going to go. How many more do I get off this? I need 2 more spots. That being said, this should block. Yeah. So now the Bozel's got to move back up. But if I do this, and now I am going to finger Liana. The reason I'm doing that, the more than the prayer. So D-Lick's going to get another attack in here. But I'm only going to Miracle. Now next turn, yeah, as I say, next turn I do have Mind Ball back. I believe I've got Mind Ball back because yeah, so Mind Ball's 3, that's 2. So now that's something that I didn't want to happen, but I'm hoping my Listel can bring this out for me. Because if Listel can get a Mind Ball off, not only are all these characters going to be perfect, you need to have Mind Ball or even better. So all these characters are back under, no healing, full stop. So I'm not going to get the act again, but I'm going to push him up that way. Then, oh, he's risked that. So even if I don't get a kill here, everyone's back to being. So you, this is getting really close. So well, I don't want to do that. I've got no choice but to do it on the Liana. You can just suicide the Liana. That being said, again, let's see what. No. So this looks like another loss. Obviously not the way I wanted it to go. But again, I guess you live and learn. Yeah. So I'm literally. So I'm back down to 1630. So currently 1-2. I'm just going to take a quick break, and then I'll be right back.